quick thing before we even, I'm gonna bring it up. The Toronto Clubhouse, yo, that happened during the Christmas holidays. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Keep6ixSolid.
Yeah.
Put together a nice little thing right there.
Yeah. So, do you know the origins? Like when they like decided, okay, let's just start a fucking clubhouse.
Well, it was around Christmas time where they were just like, fuck it, fam. We're gonna lock down again. Let's just do a clubhouse. And I think we missed the first wave of it because Toronto is, what was it? Sloranto? We're Sloranto out here, so we missed the first wave, and now we're back on this new wave. But it was a good idea for Keep6 to narrate and have a few creators come together and just have a dope conversation with artists and just Toronto and the city in general. Did a lot of numbers. We got a lot of big people in there. Shout out 6ixBuzz, Moula, Chromas came through, Press.
5 popped in.
Top 5 popped up. Akademiks, like it was a really, really dope situation that 6ixBuzz Keep6ixSolid put together there. And have my man RK on there a little bit more. Keep6, man.
So highlights to y'all. Biggest highlights to this Toronto clubhouse.
Moula at 6ixBuzz.
Moula versus 6ixBuzz. I think I got a little piece here on the Instagram. Let me play a piece here.
What? So what? That means you don't post somebody? That means you don't post somebody? What are you talking about? There's always tracks that could be done. The fuck are you talking about?
So let's talk about what happened then. Why are you not on my last tape, you freak?
This guy called him a freak.
Pissed.
Why are you not on my last tape?
Listen, you little. Listen, my youth, settle down and level.
Yo.
Settle down and level.
Was it the freak? Or was it the why you weren't on the last album? What?
I think it might have been the freak, fam. I just heard that now.
Why weren't you on the last album, you little freak? That to me was the highlight because to me, we still don't even know why wasn't he on the last album. Something happened there where 6ixBuzz either reached out to him, and you know, big up the press conference where Moula had a lot to say about 6ixBuzz and other platforms and the way they are. And hey, I want to get back on that. I wish I knew that before the press conference because I would have loved to ask him, why weren't you on the 6ixBuzz compilation? Because 6ixBuzz apparently said that you were supposed to be.
Yeah, and then he said like the tracks are available anytime. So I don't know.
I want to know why he wasn't on the album. 6ixBuzz, let me know. Hit me up in the DMs and let me know why he wasn't on the album. I want to know why he wasn't on the album.
I want to know.
I'm not in my R&B bag. Sorry, the cold.
Gucci, but I can see you look like you're like dying to say something right now.
Yo, I was gonna say the politics, like how I'm looking at it. Why he's probably looking at it like certain people is on the album or the mixtape, whatever 6ixBuzz putting out, and he's probably like, he doesn't want to, be a part of that.
But that's an idiot take that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at it like,
the music.
How can you not be on it the same way? It's a help for you, but he has his reasons. So I'm looking at it most like it's probably politics, probably.
I got a couple of other clips here. Here's one that's was another highlight.
Listen. I just want to let the world know one thing. I'm coming home soon. And when I come home, it's going to be a fucking problem. Stay tuned.
It's going to be a fucking movie.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
That's classic. Right?
Yeah.
Big up calling from the jail phone, fam. How do you even know the Clubhouse is going, fam?
And that was just fresh too. Like I swear, Clubhouse just bust.
Yeah,
and he jumped out
in, bro. So it went on. They had that was the first. No, that was the second Clubhouse.
Yeah,
the first one was the Moula first argument.
No, the first one was just. I think Moula was getting interviewed. There was a couple of them.
Yeah.
Actually. So remember, there was the first one where it was just, I believe, whatever. Then they had the Moula getting interviewed, and then
and that's the act popped up, the second one.
I can't remember. I think act popped up maybe on the third one.
No, because the third one was the list.
No, the third one was akademiks and or Moula and thing. I don't know. I could be wrong. But then the list happened. I want to talk about that.
So which list are you talking about?
I want to talk about
the top 15. The top 25 list that they were trying to put together on Clubhouse.
Yes. The one that certain people were a part of.
Okay. So they did a list on Clubhouse, Right now they're at 3K followers. That's fucking dope.
Yeah, that's dope.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4.
They did their top 15 underground artists for 2021.
Yeah. So okay, the first one was the Moula. Second one was second one might have been the Moula. You might be right, but the third one was the akademiks one.
Yeah, and that's the one with 6ixBuzz.
Yeah. Now the top 25 was the fourth one.
Yeah.
So they put together
top
a list.
15.
Well, it was supposed to be top 25. Fam.
Was it?
Yeah, they just
I don't
never
know.
made it to 25.
I got in there when it was like 10
disrespect.
or 11, so I don't really know.
I wasn't with the list, fam.
Yes, we seen what happened.
Well, we seen what happened. Like, fuck. The reason, and for the people who didn't catch the Clubhouse, the list, when they started putting it together, was cool. You know what I'm saying? I for whatever reasons, they want to pick the numbers. And salute to Rap Cap. Because Rap Cap, that's where I was introduced to Rap Cap. I didn't even know these guys were around.
I knew they were around, but I seen them popping up.
So they were like helping provide like real statistics of like these people's monthly listeners and their Toronto listeners and their percentage of the people who are listening to them in Toronto, right? So, okay, they're providing stats that we can use and da-da-da-da-da. But then they were like, no women on the list.
They got to 10, I believe 10 or 11, and then Hawaii Mighty's name came up. And then that's where everything got left. And I think around that time, that's when I was coming in. And my whole thing was, what are we basing this list on? Like, is it just strictly off of streams? Because Rap Cap is doing his thing off of streams. He's not like putting in social media impact, YouTube, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing was I wanted to know what this list was based off of.
Right.
But then just like you said, when they weren't including the list, I thought that wasn't fair. Like, all right, when they weren't including the females, that wasn't fair because I felt like, just like you said, Hawaii Mighty and Goldie London had huge impacts. Shit, Chromas didn't put out a lot of music, but she was the reason why akademiks came over here. It was her in top 5. Take her in top 5 out of the equation, you don't get that academic street. So, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of females have done a lot of impactful stuff this year. You know what I'm saying? The Killer T and Tay Lee beef was to me one of the biggest beefs in 2021 for Toronto. Even though they just had one song, Killer T was able to branch off.
Yeah,
there was Charmaine, Tia Banks.
Charmaine wasn't even mentioned in there.
Like there's so many girls that are out there. Charmaine's popping up on fucking TV shows and shit like that.
On Insecure.
So not Insecure, Harlem. Pressa and Houdini were on Insecure. I'm a TV guy, I know that.
Definitely.
But yeah, but just I'm seeing that shit where it was just like, if we're doing that, another thing, why wasn't Houdini's name brought up? Houdini got the most numbers out of all y'all. So it's just like, what are we basing this list on? So that was my whole problem, is there is just too many flaws in why we weren't letting these people in. They weren't letting this person in. The man them don't like Moula, so they didn't want to put him. They didn't even want to put the nigga on the list. I had to stress the fact that the nigga put out the most fucking thing. Bundog even put out the fact that the man's putting out all these music videos. Yeah. Y'all don't want to put him on the list? Why? Because you just don't like him. Like, cool, 6ixBuzz doesn't like him either. Fine, but let's be real. He puts out fucking music, bro. But y'all are afraid to fucking put niggas that, just because you guys have relationships, you don't want to put certain mans on. It was weird to me. I don't know, man. It showed a lot about the way Toronto
people
is,
are being biased in that. Clubhouse.
Hell fucking yeah. Even niggas were saying I was biased because I'm putting up Moula. No, fam. The niggas put in work.
And the thing is, even with the women, the reason that at the time that they came up of why they had to take women off the list, because they're like, okay, well, we can't put Hawaii and Goldie London and da-da-da. It became like which one are we gonna pick? We can only pick one. They can only pick one, and I'm like, why can't there be just both of them? One goes in one position and one somewhere else on the list.
No,
why are we already deciding what from number 11 to number 15 was? Like, what, Goldie London could have been number 15. But no, let's just make a separate list for the women. That's what the decision was.
Yeah, okay.
From when I heard that, fam, I'm like, nah, I'm out. I'm sorry. Can't do it.
In your opinion, Gucci, your honest opinion, are you putting a female in your top 15 for Toronto 2021? Your opinion, honest opinion.
Yep. Of course. Especially if she's doing fire. Like,
who are you putting though? Be real.
See, I would have to think about that. Like, you know, like if I just say right now, I'm just like just talking. Like like I'm not being real.
But
if I say, because I have to think about it. Actually, you know that those are the things you have to really think about it, because people get pissed off. Like, you know, look at Friday's reaction. So I don't want to air out who.
No, but it's your.
I feel at the moment I'm like, yo, I want to I want to switch that. Like, you know, like I gotta think about that.
So pick one, and then by the end of the episode, if you want to switch it, we'll ask you again. Because but it's being real, fam. Because I'm gonna look at it
for the gal them.
I would put Helvaya Mighty and Goldie in a 15 if I'm making a 15 list. That's just my opinion. You make it a 25, I'm throwing Chromas in there.
I feel you. I'm thinking about Goldie too.
There's nothing wrong with that. The girl has features with Smiley. Mm-hmm. Beer music videos. Not crazy numbers, but her impact just overall, where people were just like, yo, she's killing it. Mm-hmm. Performances with Cardinal and Mishi Neal and shit. Like, I don't know.
Glad y'all made it to the end of this video. And if you like this video right here, we got a couple more for y'all to choose from right here. And make sure to like and subscribe, okay? And make sure to share this video to a friend and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that the We Love Hip Hop Network is the leading network in Canada. Cheers!